NT, NASA Space Station Control Room. Day fade in. The control room is bustling with activity. Monitors display various data points, and astronauts are busy at their stations. Commander Johnson, a seasoned astronaut in his late 40s, stands at the center, overseeing the operations. Commander Johnson to everyone. All right team, we have a critical experiment scheduled for 1,400 hours. Let's make sure everything is prepped and ready. Dr. Emily Carter, a young and brilliant scientist, approaches with a tablet in hand. Dr. Carter, Commander, the reactor readings are a bit off. I'm getting some anomalous data from the core. Commander Johnson, frowning, define anomalous. Dr. Carter, flipping through data, inconsistent temperature fluctuations. It could be nothing, but we should run a diagnostic just to be sure. Commander Johnson nodding, good call, run the diagnostics. I want a full report in NR. Cut to int. NASA Space Station reactor room. Later, the reactor room is dimly lit, filled with complex machinery and monitors. Technician Mike Davis is working on a control panel, his brow furrowed in concentration. Mike to himself, come on. Suddenly, a red warning light begins to flash, accompanied by an alarm. Mike intercoms, Commander, we've got a problem down here. The reactor is overheating. Commander Johnson knows overcome. Evacuate the area. Mike now. Mike, I'm on it. As Mike moves to leave, the reactor emits a loud, ominous hum. The hum intensifies, followed by a low rumble. Cut to int. NASA Space Station control room. The entire station shakes. Commander Johnson grabs onto a console to steady himself. Commander Johnson to the room, brace yourselves. A sudden, deafening explosion rocks the station. Smoke and debris fill the control room. Alarms blare. Commander Johnson intercoms, this is Commander Johnson. All personnel, report your status. Dr. Carter coughing through the smoke. We need to seal off the reactor room. It's compromised. Commander Johnson nodding, determined. Seal it off. Engage emergency protocols. Cut to int. NASA Space Station reactor room. Mike, injured but conscious, struggles to reach a manual override lever. He pulls it with all his might, sealing the reactor room. Mike intercomes, weakly, reactor room sealed. He collapses, exhausted. Cut to int. NASA Space Station control room. Commander Johnson intercomes, Mike, do you copy? Mike, silence. The crew in the control room exchange worried glances. Dr. Carter almost in tears. We have to get him up there. Commander Johnson grimly, first, we stabilize the station, then we get him out to the crew. Everyone, focus, we've trained for this. Let's get to work. Cut to its NASA Space Station wide shot. The station drifts in the vastness of space, a small plume of smoke visible from the recent explosion. Fade out to be continued.